Okay, we've been doing the Little Red Door series about social emotional, about feelings and how we feel and everything. So, since I'm at home, I have a book called Who Wants an Old Teddy Bear? It's a pretty old book. It used to be my niece's book. But I'm going to read it, and while I'm reading it, I sent y'all a list. I need y'all to tell me how you would feel if you was the teddy bear. It says, who wants an old teddy bear? Here's the pictures. And it's by Jenny Hoffman. It says, one day the mailman brought a package for Andy. It was a present from his grandmother. Andy ran to his room and tore off the wrapping paper. He had been hoping for a toy rocket ship. But there was no rocket ship inside the box. Instead, there was a teddy bear. Ugh, said Andy. Who wants an old teddy bear? And he kicked it aside and went outdoors to play. Poor Teddy. Andy stayed up late that night. When Mother said it was past his bedtime, Andy brushed his teeth and went to sleep. The teddy bear still lay on the floor beside his bed, where he kicked it. In the middle of the night, Andy began to dream. He dreamt he had a magic umbrella that carried him out the window and sailing up into the sky. Andy looked back. Oh, he cried. Teddy bears. See all those teddy bears? There were big teddy bears and small teddy bears. There were teddy bears behind every cloud. They chased Andy through the night sky, far away from his home. All of a sudden, the sun was shining. The bears gave Andy's umbrella a push. Down, down, down he floated. He landed in a teddy bear town. The bears were very surprised to see a little boy in town. Where do you think he came from, they wondered. The little bears looked friendly enough, but a big dog barked at Andy. Andy ran away from the dog, but he did not get far. Grandma Bear picked him up, wrapped him in a box, and took him to the post office. What an awful dream. That day, the mail bear brought a package for Arthur. It was a present from his grandma. Oh boy, I hope it's an electric train set, said Arthur as he tore the wrapping paper off of the box. Arthur was very surprised when he found Andy in the box. Andy was even more surprised. Who wants an old umbrella boy anyway, said Arthur, and he gave Andy a kick. Andy began to cry. I'm not an umbrella boy, he said. My name is Andy, and I want to go home. Arthur was sorry. Don't cry, he said. I'll play with you. Come on, Andy. Let's be best friends. Andy and Arthur played together until Father said it was past Arthur's bedtime, and Mother said it was time for Andy to go home. Arthur carried Andy up the stairs. He brushed his teeth and got ready for bed. Then he gave Andy a great big bear hug. As Arthur climbed into bed, Andy waved goodbye. The magic umbrella carried him out the window. And up into the sky. Soon Andy was floating down to his own house. Andy floated through the window. His dream was finally over, and it had ended happily. Do you know who wants an old teddy bear now? Andy does. So what do you think about that? How would you feel if you was the teddy bear, and if you see the same thing happen to Andy that he did to the teddy bear? So it made him rethink what he had done.